Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living with Wonder Love Dog Yoga, bringing you another love note. Hope you've had a great day. It's been a beautiful day here in Greater Philadelphia, and oh, it feels so good to have clear skies and see the blossoms come out. It's really wonderful. Lately, I've been recognizing that there's things that I have said I was going to do and I didn't do. Have you ever done that? You know, you had these intentions you were going to do something, but you never seemed to get around to it. I think the phrase is, you kept busy, but you were cherry picking other things that were easier or seemed to be more important at the time. I think it comes down to asking ourselves really what our priorities are and getting honest with ourselves. I know that's tough to do sometimes, because I find that for me, the hardest person for me to be honest with is myself. I mean, really get in touch with what's really going on and what's really important to you. And if you really want to do something, if that's your intention to do something, then make plans to do it. And if it's not really your intention, if that's not really what you want to do, recognize it's just pie in the sky, and you know, you might talk to your bartender about it, but, you know, be real. Be real when you're sharing as to what your dreams and aspirations are, or if they're just pipe dreams. I know that a lot of us have been faced with a lot of difficulties in this last year, but at the same time, there's been some advantages to it. I recognize that this year I've learned more about video technology than I ever did before. This year I was able to connect, we were able to connect with students from Canada, Florida, all around the country that we wouldn't have had before. And this year we're being very mindful of taking care of ourselves. Eating right, of course we usually do that anyway. But we've been mindful of our bodies and our physical conditions, trying to do what we can on our end of things to keep ourselves healthy. One of the things that we find ourselves doing when faced with stuff like this last COVID is learning to adapt to what is. That's not always easy. But it's because human beings have learned to adapt to what is, or the changing environments, that we still survive as a species. We're not rolled up and gone like some dinosaur. Now, if we're in a situation where we won't adapt to what's new, what's going on right now, chances are we will get rolled up and shoved to the corner. But as long as we're willing to adapt to what is and to learn and to grow, no matter what our age, no matter what's happening, we can be relevant. Isn't it nice to be relevant in today's society? Isn't that nice to be relevant to the people you're with? Because unless you're really relevant, you can't really be of aid to them. And if you can't be of aid to them, if you can't serve people, you can't really be happy. I defy you to think of one person that's regularly happy, continuously happy, that doesn't find themselves realizing that, experiencing that, by being of service to others. So let us take careful examination as to what we're all about. What is it that we want to do? How we plan to bless life and bring good to our fellow man and woman? How we plan to make this a better planet, how we tend to take care of animals and creatures of this world. And think about it. What does Spirit call forth within you to do? Now, if an idea comes up and you can focus on it, and if it keeps you focused on that idea for, 15 minutes or so, and you could really get into that idea, then it might be worth looking at it further. But don't make some big financial commitment to it or go off and do something unless you've really looked into it. Do your investigations to find out if that really is the career goal or if that's really is the type of work that best suits you. And to find out if that's really what's needed in this society. Let's don't waste time with our lives. Our lives and this life experience, that is to say, are far too short to waste it. Let's be willing to make every day a meaningful day. And making every day a meaningful day brings joy, brings delight, and brings us purpose. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to stay tuned tomorrow and you'll hear a wonderful love note by Reverend Dr. Maxine. And with any luck at all, you'll get to see this young lady again too. Isn't that right, Yoga? Okay, good night.